Okay, Coach, final game coming up Thursday. What have you talked to the guys about to, I guess, stay motivated to try and pull out 3 points?
Yeah, well, our guys are motivated. We really want to prove that we're a better team than our record. Guys are excited to go out and get a win, certainly for BJ and potentially a couple other guys who are not sure if they're going to be able to come back next year. They graduate in April. So we're anxious to prove to a lot of people, especially ourselves, that we're a better team than our record shows.
This is the second meeting with the Blues. What do you recall from that first meeting?
Yeah, the first meeting we had some good opportunities. We scored a couple goals. Defensively, we were able to get behind them. Offensively, I should say, we were able to get behind their defense pretty well and finish a couple nice goals. On the other side of the ball, they had a couple great shots, brilliant shots against us that were, world class. But they were off set pieces. We gave up a few too many set pieces. They didn't score directly off the set piece, but then as the ball, kind of rattled around in there, they were able to hit some shots from outside the box that were incredible shots. So we need to cut down on those, make sure we're a little bit more efficient in the offensive end, score a few more goals, because we did have a lot of good chances. And mostly just kind of play with some optimism and with some confidence, and I think we'll have some success.
Most of the points have come against the teams with you or below you in the standings.
Yeah.
What do you expect against the Blues, I guess, in the final game?
Well, first of all, I'd say the table probably never lies. I mean, we're probably as good as our position in the table. We do work hard. We haven't had any luck, but teams down around us in the table would say the same thing probably. So, we're anxious to at least keep our spot on the table. Our guys are really anxious to prove that we were a better team than last year. I really believe this team is better than last year. But there's a lot to play for, and I know we're excited to play on Thursday.
One of the positives has been goals against. In terms of the 9 years in the PDL this season, fourth fewest.
Yeah.
What has the defense done to be solid this season?
Well, we defend 1 through 11. So if you look at Garrett Losey, for instance, I mean, he's up top. He was our lone forward for the first 7 or 8 games of the season, and he's an incredible hard worker on defense. So we defend. I'm proud of the way we defend. We're not the best athletes. We don't have the most experience, but we defend. We're all willing to do what it takes to be successful that way.
Camps finish up, I guess, Thursday, a couple hours before the game. What effect does that have on the guys in preparation for a game?
Yeah, we'll finish up camp at 5 o'clock on Thursday. We'll kick off at 8, so it's not ideal. And it's been a little warm. Hopefully it'll be cloudy that day, so we don't lose too much energy. But we're used to it. We've done it before, and that will be no excuse for us on Saturday.
What does it mean to have a player like Corey who can train and is asked to practice with Real Salt Lake?
Well, it's a good thing. Obviously, he's done it several times, a few times this year, but he's done it in years past as well. I think it's good for him to go up there and represent us. It's good for him to come back with a little more confidence and kind of seeing the action happen on a little bit faster pace. And hopefully the game slows down for him a little bit more on Saturday night, so we can play that much better.
You assist with the women's team as well, and in 2 weeks you'll start training with them. When do you get a break?
Well, after our next week of camp on Thursday, we'll finish up at 5, and I'll have from 5 o'clock on Thursday till Monday. That's my summer break.
With this team and this group of guys, I guess what have you taken from this group from this season?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I really like this team. These guys get along. Our practice today was very spirited, a lot of fun, but very competitive. It was a great practice today. So I really enjoyed the fact that they like each other. They like to be here and train. They like to work hard for each other as well. So I'm impressed with them. When you lose this many games, it's tough to take too much, but in some way I'm sure it'll prove valuable down the road.
What effect will bouncing back from a loss in Ogden to the Outlaws have maybe on this game, you think?
Well, it's a good opportunity. Obviously, we'd hate to finish the season on that note. It was disappointing, although we there made a couple mistakes for goals. So where most of the season we've been pretty good, and our opponents have hit some good shots. In that game, we felt like we kind of handed them a couple, and certainly didn't take advantage of ours. Their goalkeeper played great. They may have wanted it a little bit more. So a lot of things that kind of weren't our best night. We're not proud of the way we finished it, although we worked hard. We weren't proud of the way we stepped off the field, and we have a chance to redeem ourselves, and we're excited to be able to do it.
What can you say about BJ and any other potential seniors that if they play their last game, just a little bit about them?
Yeah, well, certainly BJ, he's the leading scorer this year. BJ's been a great member of this program for a long time. And his teammates really like him. He's a well-liked guy on campus. He's kind of the face of our program, and so it'll be tough to lose him. He's gone through a lot with a couple knee injuries, and it hasn't been the storybook career that I think he would have hoped and we would have hoped he would have had. But it doesn't take away from his hard work and from the energy and effort he's put into this program. And so he'll be missed. Corey's the other potential senior. Well, two others. Corey is one, and he's come a long ways from the time he was a freshman, and we sent him out to BYU Hawaii. He did well there, came back. It's quite a story, and we're very proud of having him part of our program and the development that he's had. Tyler Christiansen's another guy that has an opportunity to graduate in April, so he may or may not be back for next year. And Tyler's development has been awesome. His commitment to our program has been fantastic. All three of those guys are on our leadership council right now, and so they'll be missed. And clearly they've given a lot to our program, but we feel like we have a good future as well.